I can imagine all of the times in my childhood where I was journaling about everything that I wanted to be and all the things that I wanted to accomplish, and people telling me that it might not be possible.
I fell in love with WashU instantly. Throughout my academic experience, I'd always felt this imposter syndrome. I had always thought I wasn't good enough, especially in comparison to my peers. Hearing that I was a good candidate for college admissions was really validating. I got to WashU and then people were doing all sort of these amazing creative things. It opened this whole new world into professional opportunities, academic opportunities that otherwise I wouldn't have known about.
When I found out I got into WashU, I was elated. I feel like I was opening so many doors to possibilities, to working in labs, taking classes that wouldn't be possible elsewhere. Being able to, do research is, what's actually exciting about physics, because you are, going to probe and look for things that no one has ever seen before. You really feel like you're kind of an explorer in a sense.
When I first came to WashU, I was a bit nervous about how I would fit in with the student demographic and how I would be able to connect with people even though we might have came from different backgrounds. I was under the impression that in order to have financial security and happiness in life, I needed a career that would make me a lot of money. But through experiences at WashU and meeting different people, I found a way to combine both so that I can have fulfillment in life and be able to enjoy doing what I'm doing while also having financial security.
As a freshman, I declared a physics major, and in doing that, you go meet with the head of the department, and he referred me to Dr. Hendrickson. It was a huge deal for me. Them being willing to accept me and kind of teach me along the way was very exciting. It kind of proved, that this was the place to be in order to do research like that.
WashU is really different in providing programming and resources that last throughout your 4 years. And I think the biggest example of that is the Deneb STARS community, which provides lower income and first generation students the resources and support to succeed academically as well as socially. And that is crucial for kind of finding your place on campus, especially in saying like you deserve to be here and you belong here, and that's not something that you have to prove.
WashU has definitely helped me develop my own academic passions with extracurricular involvement. I joined SWAP. And SWAP is a reusable recycling store that people donate, and then we cycle that throughout the WashU community. As someone who champions thrifting and upcycling and recycling, that has been one of my biggest extracurricular involvements and really complements my major.
I knew I wanted to go into healthcare, but it was really important to me that I was able to focus on creating long-lasting connections and building community with the people that I'm working with. My whole purpose, or at least the goal for myself, is to be someone who's able to use my privileges in order to uplift other people.
The faculty here at WashU and the graduate students have really, allowed me to grow in a lot of ways. They've not only taught me, how to go about doing things in the lab, but also how to go about scientific research in general. That's something that's hard to put into words, how much that means to me.
Growing up and seeing food deserts was a huge part of my upbringing. I interned with a nonprofit and really got to know about environmental racism and how that impacted others, but also I got to realize how that had impacted my community growing up. My hope is that no child is ever left hungry. As broad as that is, I think being able to remedy that with the knowledge that I have in the environmental department is what I'm looking forward to.
Although I'm still working jobs, I feel like scholarship at WashU has made me feel that I belong here in the sense of creating an understanding for myself that the school wants my basic necessities met and they want me to focus on being a student. So instead of always focusing on the now, like how am I going to eat my next meal, I can really focus on like what do I want to be in the future? How do I want to change the world?
In receiving a scholarship, I haven't had to worry about, getting a job. Can pursue research on campus. I can join different groups and not have to worry about how I'm going to pay for it all.
I don't think I would have been as academically focused if I hadn't gotten that scholarship, because I'd be too busy working at part-time jobs, being able to pay for that. But I think, thankfully, with the scholarship, I've been able to dedicate my time to things more focused to my academic interests.
Scholarship at WashU has really allowed me to open those doors and really unlocked all of the possibilities and the ways I could think about myself, my involvement in the community, and how I want to be in the future.
This has really not only changed my life, but scholarship has really validated me being a college student, and it's something that I'm endlessly grateful for.
I think for life beyond WashU, it's inspired me to keep doing research in condensed matter physics. I think here I've really found a passion for what I want, the rest of my life to look like. The dream would be to discover, a property about a quantum material that would then be able to be implemented into someone's everyday life.
I'm so grateful for the impact scholarship has had on my life. WashU has provided enough resources and experiences where I can understand within myself that I deserve to exist just in the way that I'm existing. Thank you for all of the resources provided here at WashU.
Thank you, for allowing me to pursue my passions without having the burden of financial stress.
Thank you for not only investing in me, but also to the community that I belong to. As I graduate college, I look forward to helping those with similar demographic characteristics as myself and really paving it forward for others to go to WashU.